I'd love to hear from you, doctor. What made you start to use X39 in your practice? How many patients do you see a week? And how do you use X39 to help your patients get better results? Tell us a little bit about all that.
Well, where do I start? Jeff told most of it up there. I've been a chiropractor for 51 years. I'm 81 years old. I use activator and I use energy work. And of course, the patches fit right into it. As soon as Karen told us about it, I knew what was going on because I had already had stem cell injections in Kansas City in my knee, which helped it. But about 6 months later, it started bothering me again. And so I jumped right in. I said, this is get started with this. And what I do in my practice, of course, I make it as part of my treatment program. Just like in chiropractic, I explain to them what's wrong, what's going on, what we can do to help you. And I add the patches to it. I said, if you want to use these patches, which I recommend, and why I recommend them, because you're going to respond twice as fast. It used to take 6, 8 weeks to get people out of pain, sometimes less, sometimes more, but to get structural change can take 4 or 5 months. What the patches do is advance that by half of that. But some people can have 2 or 3 visits with sciatic pain. They get up and they look at me and they say, well, the pain's gone already. And I said, well, that's partly the patches and what I do. But the patches help to regenerate the body, as you said. And the faster you regenerate it, the healthier it's going to be. But all back, and I tell them, I says, it's a commitment to health. You can't just do this once or 1 month. It's not a try thing. We know it works. We know chiropractic works. So if you want to be healthy and do health, you need to eat right, exercise, do all the other things. But the patches and my chiropractic care helps them get well faster and better. Uh, it just, you have to explain it to people when you meet people and you tell them, we can help you with your pain right away. What's causing that pain is your degeneration of your cells. This X39 regenerates your body, and some faster, some slower. And so I go into that program and then I get a commitment from them. If you're just going to come in one time, yeah, I can help you, but it'll come back again. If you want to wear the patches 1 month, it'll probably help you. But you got to keep wearing them. You got to keep drinking good water. You got to keep eating good food and all those things with it. So I go over all those things with each one. And as far as the practitioners, when I started using the patches, I see more people referring more people because they get results faster. If you want to get results, you want to get out of your pain, come and see me. And most of them all have stayed on a program of several months with the patches and with chiropractic care. And as a practitioner, any kind of practitioner is going to help what he does or she does in their clinic. And don't be afraid that it's going to chase them away. Somebody say, well, that'll put me out of business. Well, it won't. It'll help me more people because it's another tool in your box. If you want to look at healthcare and what you're doing, it's going to help it better and better, much, much faster. So I can't say enough about it, but the biggest thing is commitment. You've got to get a commitment from them. And they say, if they won't commit, I'll try it. Well, I'll give you one adjustment, give you a patch. Had a lady the other day, all kinds of issues. Young lady, I treated her, got her down to probably a 7 or 6. I put the patch on her, it went down to 0. No pain. And she has, one doctor says she's got a bulged disc. The other doctor says she's got a pinched nerve. The third doctor says she's got a ligament pulled. I says, yes, you probably have all these things, but we can get the pain out, but it's going to take a commitment from you to come and see me and wear the patches to get over this. Well, she went out to the car and her pain came back. Now she says it doesn't work. And I said, well, how did you feel between the time I treated you and into the car? Well, I had no pain. Well, what does that tell you? What you're doing is going to make it better, but you got to do more of it. You can't, people are looking for a quick fix. Give me a surgery, give me a bail, give me something to get over it. It don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. There's so many sick people in this world because of the food and so on and so forth. So it's a commitment, and you got to get them to make that commitment. In chiropractic, the same thing, and in LifeWave, the same thing. You talk to them, tell them what it does, explain the product to them, get them to educate, look at the website. I've talked to so many people, John, you had to look at the website. Well, get in it, because you have to get involved in your health. You have to eat right. You have to exercise. I've got a fellow that came in, he was a regular patient a long time. And of course, he retired. I says, well, you need to start doing some exercise. I don't have to do that. Oh, probably 8, 9 weeks later, he comes in. He says, well, my back's hurting. I said, well, have you been exercising? No. So he started exercising, getting on the patches. So it's a process, but you've got to get a commitment from the person, whether you're doing patches or whatever healthcare you're doing. You got to get them to follow through. You got to get them to change their diet, exercise, drink water, and all those things. So I don't know what else I can say on here, but it's been one of the fascinating things on me because I've had injections, like Jeff said, on my knee when I came to City. I'm doing much, much better. I'm using the 39 plus many other patches. I got and had good results, doing better and better. I can go to the gym. I can still go to the gym and lift more weights than I should, which is pretty amazing. And don't have any stiffness from the lifting anymore. But about 4 months ago, I got this shedding from the COVID thing, and my gosh, I woke up one night, I couldn't even breathe. So I'm doing some things with my Chinese medical doctor, but I'm doing the patches. The patches are the only thing that really getting me through, I believe. And I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing today without the patches.
Thank you for watching. And to learn more about this amazing technology, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.